Hey y'all, just coming in real quick to let y'all know that depression is real, anxiety is real. I already told y'all that I had mental illness, which so many people have, that so many people are afraid to share. But I have let my kick in gear heavily. I had a bad episode yesterday, and I felt it coming on slightly throughout the months, but it hasn't been where I couldn't deal with it. I called my therapist. She'll get back with me within 24, 48 hours so I can get back on my medication. But the experiences that I have been dealing with are very bad anxiety attacks. I had a bad attack last night where I felt dizzy and all day, cram emotions, thoughts just racing through your mind. You can't sleep. You cry all the time. And you get angry all the time. And you just can't seem to focus. You know, and it seems like it's always one thing after another, which I had already was saying this in a couple days ago or weeks or whatever, that it's been one thing after another for the past couple months. But I'm thinking now, which I'll talk to my therapist whenever she calls, that it's been coming, but I have been fighting it. It has been coming, but I've been fighting it. I've been pushing it aside, not thinking about it. And I think it just got a little bit overwhelming with the last couple of weeks. And it got very overwhelming a couple of days ago. So I'm experiencing my depression with the anxiety attacks right now. And I'm just trying to hold on and wait for the ball to start rolling the opposite direction. Because the way the ball is rolling now, I have to really put my foot down and practice my exercises with my mental health, which is, going for walks, exercising, eating right. I wanted to go to the beach today and just go sit out there at the beach. It's an exercise where you try to keep your mind focused and keep your mind off of negativity. And it works. But, sometimes you might need medication. Like right now, I think I'm going to need a little medication because it's a little bit too much. It's a little bit too much because I can, inhale, exhale. I can do that whenever I feel it coming. But, if it comes right back, you stay overwhelmed. You stay depressed. You stay crying. You stay screaming. You stay fussing. You stay irritable. You stay sleepless. And, that's when I know I passed that stage where I can handle it at. Once I pass that stage, I know it. That's when I call my therapist. And I talk to her and let her know the situation. Also, it always kicks in when someone passes that's close to me. And I'm feeling like that what pushed me over. Even though I didn't think it would push me over. But the day that we went to her party that her kids threw for her, I didn't feel no type of way. But after that is when I started getting a headache. I started getting having anxiety. I started crying, and I'm thinking I'm crying because of her. But then again, when I think about it, now that it done hit me, it just all exploded. I was just overwhelmed. Very, very overwhelmed. I'm still overwhelmed. I'm still, in the process of, now it's time to get help. Now it's time for me to talk to my therapist. Okay? Okay, so a lot of people might think that it's, something to be ashamed of, but it's really not, because a lot of people go through it and they don't deal with it. They don't know how to deal with it, and I'm not saying that I know how to deal with it, but I always try my best, and I was doing good for the last couple of years. I was doing good because when it hit me, I just go exercise. I just try to do whatever I can do to block it out, or which I know blocking it out ain't good, but I've been succeeding in doing that the last couple of years. I'm just thinking that it's just more than I could bear. And I know what everybody's saying, God ain't gonna put more on you than you could bear, but the way I feel is like it's too much, it's overbearing, overwhelming, it's difficult when you know what you have. It's difficult when you know what you have, and then the consequences of it. It gets worse if you don't get better. If I don't try to calm down, if I don't try to deal with it, do my exercise, eat right, do my breathing exercises, take my medication, it only gets worse. And it's a horrible feeling. It's horrible. And I only call my therapist when it gets like this. When it gets like this, I can't deal with it. I cannot deal with it because I snap. I get angry because I'm more of a manic depression. I have a manic depression. I have a manic anxiety. When it kicks in over here like this, it's mad. It's what they call it, massive or whatever. It's like to the extreme. Like it's bad. And like I say, I need things to start picking up. I need things to start getting right. Because that's why I always told y'all, I never try to have more things on my plate. That's what keep me smiling. That's what keep me happy when I'm not overwhelmed. I try not to get overwhelmed because I know how I am. I don't like to have more than 2, 3 things on my plate at one time, because when I do, I knock it out, I knock it out, knock it out, knock it out, knock it out, because I know how overwhelmed I get. When I get overwhelmed, I get depressed. When I get depressed, I have anxiety. When I have anxiety, I have massive anxiety. So, and I know all these things. I didn't think it was going to happen, but looking back at the past months, everything's been going like wrong. Everything's been going downhill, and because I'm sure that y'all see the difference too. I'm sure that y'all see the difference too in the regular care and the depression care. Because you go back to my videos, I wasn't dealing with any stress, because I have to stay stress free. I have to remain stress free. I cannot have unnecessary, crap that's going on. Because y'all know when I do, I would snap, I would cuss a bitch the fuck out. I would bust a bitch head fucking open. Okay? So, I try not to be like that. I try to have fun. I try to laugh. I try to kiki. I get goofy. That's the way I like to be. That's the way I like to be. And that's the way I really am until, stuff start happening. But I will get over it. I will make it through. I will continue to do what I know I need to do. It's just like, it's like being claustrophobic, which I am. It's like being claustrophobic in a ball with everything that you're going through in that ball with you, and somebody's just tossing the ball around like that. Somebody just tossing the ball around like that with you in it, with everything that you're going through in it too, and it's just spinning out of control. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. That's why I snap. That's why I, cry. That's why I have anger issues, and it's not making excuses. It's just facts. It's just the facts, But it's just what it is, And I've been doing good for the last couple months. I mean, years really, because they haven't kicked in until recently. And I've been saying, I'm not gonna let nobody, stress me out, because I will cuss a bitch out. Y'all already know I will cuss a bitch straight the fuck out before I let a bitch stress me out. So that has nothing to do with no one. It's the stress of my life. No one else. It's the stress of my life. Nothing no one's done, nothing no one said, because really nobody can't do what's going on with me. Nobody can't do that to me. Nobody can make me feel depressed. Nobody can make me feel stressed. Nobody can make me be overwhelmed. This is only the situations in my life. It's just situations only in my life. No one can do it. So it's just something that I have to deal with. I have to keep my life stress-free. I have to keep my life rolling the way I want it to roll. And then we'll see the changes coming about once everything starts getting better. Once everything starts getting better, you'll notice the look in my eyes. You'll notice the glow in my face. You will notice, that everything is starting to decrease. The depression is starting to decrease. The anxiety is starting to decrease. You will notice it. You'll notice. But right now, what you guys are witnessing within the last couple of days, weeks, or whatever, you've noticed it. That's what it is. My mental illness has kicked in. And I am seeking help right now. I called her today. I left a message at the office. And they'll get they'll relay the message to her to give me a call. All I have to do is let her know the situation. I think that it's a lot. And when I say it's a lot, it might not be a lot to some, but to some people like me, I limit my stress. I try to limit my stress, but I'm at a point now where it's out of control. I can't limit my stress because it's there. It's like there, and like I tell y'all, I try to knock everything out. Everything that come my way, I knock it out. But this time, I'm not able to. I have to sit and let everything just, pile up on me. And that's where it's coming from. That's where it's coming from. I've always been this way. I've never had seek help probably the last 10 years. But the beginning of my life, I never sought therapy. I never sought therapy till about 10 years ago. So I do know that I know it's a problem. I do know what I have, and I do deal with it. So right now I'm in the process of just staying calm. I need to relax. I need to I need to breathe a lot. I have to do a lot of that. I have to keep my mind clear of, whenever I think about stress things, I have to, immediately try to take that stuff out of my mind and think about something positive. Like today, I wanted to go walk on the beach and just let the air just hit my face. I just wanted to do something like that, and I think that would have been good today if I could have, but we can't lock the door. I'm calling my nephew now, but I left a message for him to call me, so if you tell me what he wants me to do, I might be able to go to the beach. I think that would be really, really good to let that air just hit me and just wipe everything away. Because that'll take a lot of stress off me with that air, that cold air hitting me. Because a lot of people say cold showers work, but I like the cold air because I kept getting up last night, going outside with the cold air hitting me and stuff, and I was feeling a little better. Every time I feel like that, I go outside and let the cold air hit me. So the cold air do work for anxiety, but I don't know about the shower thing. I don't like cold showers, but I know the cold air works for me. So that's where I'm at right now, and I'm going to continue to go live. I'm going to continue to do videos. It is what it is, and there's nothing I can do but deal with it and just make the best of my life. Make the best of it, because it is what's going on Right now, it is stressful. It is stressful, but I have to remain sane. I can't go insane. I have to remain sane. I have to deal with it. I have to acknowledge it. That's the key word. That's the key word. You have to acknowledge it. You can't push it under the rug. You can't say, "Oh, I'm not having anxiety attacks. Oh, I'm not depressed." You can't say that because that's only gonna make it worse. You have to identify with it and work through it. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just working through what I'm going through, working through my emotions, working through my feelings that I'm having. And eventually everything will start falling in place and the ball will start rolling in the opposite direction, which will be better than good. So with that being said, guys, mental illness is nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing to think that you're the only one that have depression, anxieties. We're not the only one. So if you're having those issues, just call your therapist, talk to her, let her know whether you need medication or not. Do your research and just accept it and do your best. So with that being said, guys, I will see you guys tonight, and hopefully I'm in a better mood. I will try to do it live tonight, and love you guys. Thank you.